Everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing great. My name is Ravitija. Let's solve Leetcode problem 1404. Number of steps to reduce a number in binary representation to 1. Given the binary representation of an integer as a string s, return the number of steps to reduce it to 1 under the following rules. If the current number is even, you have to divide it by 2. If the current number is odd, you have to add 1 to it. It is guaranteed that you can always reach 1 for all the test cases. Let's look at this example. 1101. Okay, if you see 1101, the last significant bit is 1. That means it is an odd number. Whenever we have odd number, we have to add 1 to it. Okay, we have added 1. This is one step. Now when we add 1 to it, the least significant bit will be 0 and 1 will be carry forward to the next bit. So this is my final number, right? Now the final number which I got is 7, which is odd number, right? Now before that, now this entire number, after adding 1 to it, we have reached this particular number. So this number is an even because the least significant bit is 0. Whenever we have even number, we have to divide it by 2. Whenever we divide a number by 2, that means this is equivalent to a left shift, right? So we'll do left shift, and this will also contribute to one step. Okay, so if you notice, whenever we have an odd number and adding 1 to it will corresponds to an even number, and that should also be left shifted, that should also be divided by 2. That means whenever we have an odd number, we have to do 2 steps. Okay, we have to do 2 steps, and we should also keep track of what was the least significant bit in the left shifted number, right? So instead of generating the number and adding 1 to it, because length, if you see, length is 500, which is pretty huge. Instead of doing that, what we can do is we can simply keep track of the what was the carry. Okay, if you see, 1 plus 1 will turn out to be 0, and there will be a carry of 1. Okay, so I will have a new variable called carry, which will keep track of what was the carry so far. Okay, so for our 1, I have added 1, so the least significant will be 0, and then I have a carry of 1. So that means I have already processed this, and I've also left shifted it, and now I'm processing here. Okay, now if you see, 0 and carry. Okay, whenever 0 plus carry, okay, if 0 plus carry is 1, that means it's an odd number. Whenever we have odd number, we have to add 1 to it, right? Again, it's the same process, add 1 to it and left shift it. Okay, and keep track of what was the carry. So we will just replicate the same thing. So here also we'll do 2 steps, and we'll keep carry will remain same as 1 because we are adding 1 to it. Again, that will carry forward, and carry will be 1 over here. So here, even to convert this, we have two steps required, right? From, in order to convert this into this, we require two steps. Now again, for this significant bit, 1 plus 1 is this is an even number because 1 plus 1 is 0. Then we have to just do left shift, and carry will remain same. Okay, now once we have reached to our first significant bit, you can either process it or simply add carry to it, because adding, since this is an even number, we have to do simply one left shift, okay, which will corresponds to 1, or you can simply add carry to the answer. Okay, so I will show you the implementation. As I mentioned, at any given point, I need a variable to identify the total what was the carry at a given point of time, and initially my carry is 0 because there are no bits next to it. So I will be processing my string from backward direction as I simulated. Okay, steps will contain the overall number of steps to reduce it to 1, and carry will be the carry at any given point of time. So for the last significant bit, okay, if adding carry to it, if turns out to be an odd number, okay, at any given position, adding carry to the current integer value, if it turns out to be 1, that means it's an odd Okay, whenever we have odd, as I mentioned, we will be adding one to it, and doing adding one will corresponds to convert it to even, and then we have to, whenever we have even, we have to do left shift, right? So there are two steps involved, converting into even and followed by dividing by 2. So the total number of steps will be 2, and carry will remain 1, right? If it is an odd, okay, if it is an even, then we will simply increment the step. If it is odd, then we will do two operations. If it is even, then we'll do only one operation. In the end, make sure that we are only processing to index 1 itself, okay, and then we'll simply add carry to it. Okay, if you submit this problem, all the test cases will be passed, and it will be pretty efficient solution. As you can see, in terms of time complexity and in terms of space complexity, it is pretty efficient solution. Let's also try to analyze both time and space complexity. As you can see, we are only processing from right till all the way to the left, and we are not using any extra variables other than these two, which will take the constant space. And time complexity is basically big O of n, where n is the size of the string, and space complexity is big O of 1. Okay, if you like the explanation, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, and also share your valuable feedback in the comment section. I will be posting the solution in multiple languages such as Java, JavaScript, Python in the description. Feel free to check it out if you are coming from other languages. Thank you.